कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम् यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्थं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषम् कोष्पतीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशं मक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यमेघं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वादात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमद राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूत रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसा दासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपदामवहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम् सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Having given the Chudamani to Hanuman, Sita ji also said, it's not only that Rama should recognize that I'm here, but within 2 months, I should be rescued from this place. As you might have heard from what Ravan had said. And in case if he does not come in time, he will not see me alive. Tamam drakshasi kakustaha mriye cha sa aham anadavat. I die like an orphan. Now this really hit Hanuman. Until then, he was ready to get back quickly as possible, and inform Rama about the whereabouts of Sita and also to Sugriva, and get the required sources to come back. But then when he heard this, he felt so bad that how great grave tragedy or sorrow with which Sita ji is there living, not at all living as such. And it is such a great misery. So what happened in Hanumanji is not any more pity. Of course, pity for Sita ji was there, but more than that, anger over Ravana. What a situation he has put an innocent lady into. For no reason of any kind, if it is not a revenge, it is not a revenge against Rama. It's all started by Ravana's clan only. Rama by himself did not do any harm. But when the harm was done by Surpanaga, and that is where it all started. So here it is having heard this, Tachrutva Karunam Vakyam
तच्छ्रुत्वा करुणं वाक्यं
Krodho Mam Abhyavartata
क्रोधो मामभ्यवर्तत
Uttaram Chamaya Drishtam
उत्तरं च मया दृष्टम्
Karyasheshamanantaram
कार्यशेषमनन्तरं
Tado Vartata Me Kayah
ततो वर्धत मे कायः
Tada Parvata Sannibha
तदा पर्वतसन्निभः
Uddakankshi Vanam Tasya
युद्धाकाङ्क्षी वनं तस्य
Nashayitumarabhe
विनाशयितुमारभे
Tat Bhagnam Vanakhandam Tu
तद्भग्नं वनखण्डं तु
Branta Trasta Mrigadvijam
भ्रान्तत्रस्त मृगद्विजं
Pratibudhya Nirikshante
प्रतिबुध्य निरीक्षन्ते
Rakshasyo Vikrutananaha
राक्षस्यो विकृताननाः
Mam Chadrishtva Vane Tasmin
मां च दृष्टा वने तस्मिन्
Tamagamya Tadastataha
समागम्य ततस्ततः
Ta Samabhyagata Kshipram
ताः समभ्यगात्ताः क्षिप्रम्
Ravanaya Cha Chakshire
रावणाया च चक्षिरे
Rajanvanamidam Durgam
राजन्वनमिदं दुर्गम्
Avabhagnam Duratmana
तव भग्नं दुरात्मना
Vanarena Abhignaya
वानरेण हविज्ञाय
Tava Viryam Mahabala
तव वीर्यं महाबल
Tasabud Tasya Durbud Tasya Durbuddhita Rajan
तस्य दुर्बुद्धिता राजन्
Tava Vipriyakari
विप्रियकारिणः
Tava Vipriyakarinah
तव विप्रियकारिणः
Padam Ajnapaya Kshipram
वधमाज्ञापय क्षिप्रम्
Yatasau na punarvrajet
यदासौ न पुनर्व्रजेत्
Karunam Vakyam Shrutva, listening to that very pitiable words of Sita, Krodho Mam Abhivartata. What happened to me was I grew in anger. Maya Uttaram Karyam Karya Shesham Anantaram Drashtam. Maya Drashtam. I have started to see what Uttaram Karyam. Uttara Karya Shesham. What is to be done? Anantaram later. I have started to, Drishtam here means to start thinking about that. Now I realize what needs to be done. A message has to be sent to Ravana that he made a mistake. Until now, he has been capturing many things, rajyas, very kingdoms, people, women from all over the place, wealth, etc. Now he goes unimpeded, uncontrolled, and it cannot go for too long. And he has really come to a place of great danger out to himself that he should realize. I should send a message. I am a messenger after all. And message of what? Message that he has made a mistake and it is no longer accepted. So this is to be done. So thinking that tataha avardata me kayaha, it started to grow, my body, parvada sannibaha tada. It became like a huge mountain. Tasya Ravanasya vanam vinashiyatum yuddhakankshi arabe. So Ravanasya vanam, that very vanam, to destroy that vinashayitum arabe, what? Yuddha akankshi mam, me, the one who is interested in the direct battle with Ravana. So Tad Bhagganam Vanakhandam tu Branta Trasta Mriga Dvijam. So when I started to destroy those forests, that forest, that various animals who are there got so bewildered, they are already wild, they become bewildered, trastaha, and very frightened, mriga dvijam, and also the animals and the birds, etc. Nirikshante rakshasyaha. Now, all the Rakshasi started to see this, Vikritananaha, Pratibuddhya, having woken up. Because until then they were all sleeping, overwhelmed by the tiredness. Now, because of which only Hanumanji could speak with Sita. Now they woke up hearing to this great destruction happening. All the animals are running here and there out of fear. Birds were flying uncontrollably disturbed. Then, Mam cha drishtva vane tasmin, seeing me in that forest, they never expected a huge monkey like me standing right in front of them. Tadastadaha samagamya, there and there they all came together, coming together. Taha samyak agataha, those who have come together unitedly. Kshipram Ravanaya Achachakshire. They started to inform Ravana. About what? Hey Rajan, idam vanam durgam tava. This very difficult forest of yours, duratmana bhagnam. By this evil one, it has been destroyed. Who? Avijñāya tava viryam avijñāya he mahabala vanarena duratmana bhagnam. Without knowing your strength, it has started to destroy it because it doesn't know to whom it belonged to. To Ravana, this monkey who's come from nowhere, I do not know. It doesn't look like intelligent because it is not aware of your strength. Tava mahabala tava viryam hi avijñāya vanarena duratmana tava durgam vanam bhagnam. So, a Rajan, tasya durbuddhita, because of its ignorance, vipriyakarinaha, of the one which is doing the unpleasant act of destroying this vanam, tava vipriyakarinaha, vadam ajñāpaya, kshipram. Quickly do something to command for his death. Send command such that it will be killed quickly. Yata asau na punar varjed. Because of which it does not come back again. It may have its own other clan also waiting for it, and they will not come back, or at least he will not come back. Such a way that you give a death penalty for this. This is the request that is going to Ravana by these Rakshasis. And that's what actually Hanumanji wants. Okay, this is exactly what I want. Philosophically, when we start looking at it, we have discussed this before also, but specifically here, the role of a guru is destroy the impurities of the individual jiva. We've seen in the Tulsi Ramayan also, malam, impurities are so strong in our mind, and they have come over many, many lives, and they are like a thick forest. You cannot even, when you get inside, you get lost. And this destruction is unavoidable. And to start with, one feels so uncomfortable because one has not attempted on Even looking at one's own impurities, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, ityadi, and that malam, that those very impurities are to be overcome, and one has to accept that yes, I have them. It is like you go to a physician, a doctor, and then he recognizes some issues with your physical body, and it's sustained diseases which are more and more pronounced as one gets old. The doctor, if he is really interested in the patient, would say this has to be removed, this has to be destroyed, these kind of problems that you have must be treated. And if the patient doesn't accept it, then what can we do? Nobody else can do it forcefully. In a grown-up person, and a small child, you can force the medicine. A grown-up person, what can you? Open the mouth. Put there. That is not possible. So one has to recognize this, realize this. This is the first stage of transformation from a Vishayi Jiva to a Sadhaka. We saw that there are three kinds of Jivas: Vishayi Jiva, Sadhaka Jiva, Siddha Jiva. So the Vishayi Jiva has to be treated, made him realize that this moha, delusion that you have. Now Ravana is a Vishayi Jiva. A person who is only interested in material wealth, pleasure, name, fame, etc. Usko bhi dhanna hai. You have to really do something about it. So the messenger that was sent by Rama is to treat the first problem. So that he has realized that he cannot go unimpeded. He has to be treated or punished for what he has done. And Hanumanji realized that even though Rama is not there to do it himself, it is my responsibility to do that. Bhagavan definitely will give punishment to all the things that we do wrong. But before that becomes wrong and suffering punishment, one should know why I am being punished. Otherwise, one will go bitter about God, right? That's what happens to most people when things are not going the way they want. They become so bitter about God. Why? There is no God at all. Why is he giving so much trouble? Arey, he is not giving trouble. He's only giving you results of what your actions are. The results of your own actions are coming to you. That's all. So when a judge passes the judgment, is he personally having any vengeance against that criminal? He is only giving result of your action. He is pronouncing the result of your action. So too our body is pronouncing the result of our past actions. If we indulge too much in sugar, in the fatty food, etc., body will react to this. As much as the nature reacts to situations that we created. Everything is like that, action, reaction. So Hanumanji felt that this is his way of pronouncing a result for the wild evil act Ravana has done. And he is so sure that Rama will not mind it. And such as a guru would obviously inform the disciple, this needs to be corrected. Otherwise, you cannot move forward at all. So, here we must understand the mind of Hanuman. He is not having any personal vendetta. He is not even, he is just introduced to Ravana's situation and Rama's situation very recently. He does not have that. He directly is not even impacted. It is doing as a seva to Guru, seva to his master. So, Guru also is doing a seva to the Ishvara only. Seva to Ishvara in the form of treating the disciple. So, as much as Hanumanji does the same thing as a seva to Ishvara, Bhagavan, in the form of sending the message to Ravana. So we must recognize this point, as there's no personal vendetta that he had, but he had to do his job better than what he originally thought of. Original thinking was just to go and meet Sita and come back. But now I have an extra thing to do, to send a message. Tachrutva rakshasendrena
तच्छ्रुत्वा राक्षसेन्द्रेण
visrishta bahudurjaya
विसृष्टा बहुदुर्जयाः
rakshasa kinkara nama
राक्षसा किङ्करा नाम
ravanasya manonugaha
रावणस्य मनोनुगाः
tesam ashiti sahasram
तेषामशीतिसाहस्रम्
Sulamudgara paninam
शूलमुद्गरपाणिनाम्
या तस्मिन् मनोद्देशे
मया तस्मिन् वनोद्देशे
परिगेण निषूदितम्
परिघेण निषूदितम्
येषां तु इतशिष्टाय हतशिष्टाये
तेषां तु हतशिष्टाये
ये गता लघुविक्रमाः
ते गता लघुविक्रमाः
यदं च मया सैन्यम्
निहतं च मया सैन्यम्
रावणाया च चक्षिरे
रावणाया च चक्षिरे
ततो मे बुद्धिरुत्पन्ना
ततो मे बुद्धिरुत्पन्ना
दैत्यप्रसादमुत्तमम्
चैत्यप्रसादमुत्तमम्
तत्र स्थानं राक्षसान् हत्वा
तत्रस्तान् राक्षसान् हत्वा
यातं स्तम्भेन वै पुनः
शतं
शतं
स्तम्भेन
शतं शतं स्तम्भेन वै पुनः
शतं स्तम्भेन वै पुनः
ललामभूतो लङ्कायाः
ललामभूतो लङ्कायाः
विध्वंसितो मया विध्वंसितो रुषा
मया विध्वंसितो रुषा
राक्षसेन्द्रेण विसृष्टाः बहुदुर्जयाः तच्छ्रुत्वा, having listened to the report by the Rakshasas, having listened to that, Rakshasendrena Ravanena Visrishtaha sent out Bahu Durjayaha, very difficult to conquer, Rakshasaha Kinnaraha, these Kinnaras who were all originally taken by him, captured by him from the heavens. Kinnaras are originally there, but now they are under the command of Ravana. Kinnaranam Ravanasya Manonugaha, those who are acting according to the wish of Ravana. Mano Anugachanti, Manaha, Manasaha Anugachanti, the Manonugaha. Tesham, how many of them? Ashidi Sahasram, 80,000 of them. The number looks very large, but that is true. Mighty Hanuman can handle so many of them. 80,000. Shula Mudgara Paninam. They're having their hand in their hand, darts and clubs and various other weapons. Tasmin Mana Uddeshe, at that very place of the very forest where I was standing, Parigena, with an iron rod, Maya Nishuditam, they have been destroyed there. He didn't go into the details how he did that. I just destroyed 80,000 people. Some of them were spared. Tesham tu hata shishta. Hata means among the people who are dead, some of them who are not. Yete gata lagu vikramaha. Those who are having little weakness because of which they were not able to fight with me, but they escaped. So, Maya Sainyam Nihatam, by me, the entire Sainyam, the army has been destroyed. This Ravanaya Achachakshiri, Ravanaya, they went and informed Ravana about that. So now, having destroyed all of them and all of others have gone back, now I have I've just thought about it. What makes Ravana feel very proud about? Town square. No, it is like, the terrorist attacked the Twin Towers, right, years back. Why? Because how financial capital in New York. Why they didn't go to DC and then White House, etc. These people are too proud about their financial strength. Let me destroy the two towers there. That's how they planned and destroyed that. Similarly, the town square of Ravana, there was a palace, a huge area. Chaitya Prasadam Uttamam. That very huge prasada, that citadel, so to say, that one, if I destroyed, te me buddhi rutpanna. This thought came into my mind. Tatra sthanam rakshasan hatva, having destroyed all the rakshasas there, shatam stambena vaipunaha, having destroyed all of them, I took the pillar from there, lalam bhutau lankayaha, of the edifice of Lanka, the very symbol of prosperity of Lanka, maya vidvamsitaha rusha, with a great anger, I destroyed that also, with a pillar which is found there, and I destroyed, which is actually protected by hundred of these Rakshasas, because it's a very important town square for Ravana, very well guarded. Like January 6th, I don't want to talk about it anyway. How Capitol was attacked for whatever reason. So, in the same way, I went and well-guarded place, when it is attacked, then only it's a message. Hey, you cannot spare anything here. We won't spare anything here. So, this way, it was attack took place. I did that. Tata prahastasya susam
ततः प्रहस्तस्य सुतं
jambumalinamashid adishat
जम्बुमालिनमादिशत्
akshasairbahubhi sardam
राक्षसैर्बहुभिः सार्धम्
ghoraroopai mayanakaihi
घोररूपैर्भयानकैः
tamaham balasampannam
तमहं बलसम्पन्नम्
rakshasam ranakovidam
राक्षसं रणकोविदम्
parigeenatiro gorena
परिघेणातिघोरेण
sutayami sahanugam
सूदयामि सहानुगम्
tashrutva rakshasendrastu
तच्छ्रुत्वा राक्षसेन्द्रस्तु
mantriputran mahabalan
मन्त्रिपुत्रान् महाबलान्
पदादिबलसम्पन्नान्
पदातिबलसम्पन्नान्
प्रेषयामास रावणः
प्रेषयामास रावणः
परिगेणैव तान् सर्वान्
परिघेणैव तान् सर्वान्
यामि यमसादनम्
नयामि यमसादनम्
मन्त्रिपुत्रान् हतान् श्रुत्वा
मन्त्रिपुत्रान् हतान् श्रुत्वा
समरे लघुविक्रमान्
समरे लघुविक्रमान्
पञ्चसेनाग्रगान् चौरान्
पञ्चसेनाग्रगान् शूरान्
प्रेषयामास रावणः
प्रेषयामास रावणः
तानहं सहस्रसैन्यान्ये वै
तानहं सहस्यैन्यान् वै
सर्वानेवाभ्यसूतयन्
सर्वानेवाभ्यसूदयम्
ततः पुनर्दशग्रीवः
ततः पुनर्दशग्रीवः
पुत्रमक्षमहाबलम्
पुत्रमक्षं महाबलम्
बहुभिः राक्षसैः सार्धम्
बहुभिः राक्षसैः सार्धम्
प्रेषयामास संयुगे
प्रेषयामास संयुगे
तं तु मन्दोदरीपुत्रम्
तं तु मण्डोदरीपुत्रम्
कुमारं रणपण्डितम्
कुमारं रणपण्डितम्
सहसा खं समुद्यन्तं स्वं समुद्यन्तम्
सहसाखं समुद्यन्तम्
Right. Padayoscha grihitavan
पादयोश्च गृहीतवान्
tamasinam shatagunam
तमासीनं शतगुणम्
भ्रामयित्वा व्यपेशयम्.
भ्रामयित्वा व्यपेशयम्.
Tataha, thereafter, when Ravana heard about this destruction by me as well as the edifice, Prahastasya Sutam, one Prahasta, and his son is known as Jambumalinam Adishat. Rakshasai Bahubihi Sartam, along with thousands of other Rakshasas also, Gora Rupai Bhayanakaihi, are terrible looking and creating lot of fright, fear. Tamaham, all of them, him, that is Jambumalinam, Balasampannam, along with his army, Rakshasam, Ranakovidam, those who are, he is Jambumalin, who is a very expert in Rana, in the war. Parigena, with the iron rod again in my hand, Atigorena, Sudayami. Sudayami, here, when he comes to present tense, it is to say, he's reliving that experience. I am killing them. No, actually, it should be said, I did. But he is now, sometimes when the people who are telling the story, when they're too involved, they go into the present tense. I'm seeing this. No, you saw this. No, I'm seeing it. It becomes a very dramatic. Sudayami sahanugam. I see them. Along with all of them, I destroyed. Again, Tachrutva, listening to that, Rakshasendrastu, Mandriputran Mahabalan, the sons of all his ministers, Pada Adibala Sampannan, with also a lot of infantry with them, Preshayamasa, Ravana, he again sent. Again, taking the same iron rod, he had only one weapon with his hand. With that only he destroys all of them. Parigenaiva tan, with that same iron rod which I used for so long, Sarvan Nayami Yamasadhanam, Yamalokam, I am sending all of them to abode of Yama. Mantriputran Hatan Shrutva, having listened to the destruction of all these sons of the Mantris, Samare Lagu Vikraman, who are having very, in the Samare Lagu Vikraman, those who are easy to be conquered in the battlefield. Then again, Pancha Senagragan, those 5 important army generals, Shuran, Preshayamasa, Ravana. Again, he sent all the 5 of them. Tanaham Sahasra Sainyan Vai. They along with their thousands of soldiers, Sarvan Abhyasutayam. Here he goes into the past tense. I have killed all of them. Tataha, again, Punaha Dashagrivaha, again, that 10-headed monster. Putram Aksham Mahabalam. He sent his son Akshaha. So, Bahubi Rakshasai Sardam, along with hundreds and thousands of Rakshasas, Preshayamasa Samyuge, in the battlefield he sent. Tam tu Mandodari Putram Kumaram Rana Pandidam. He is the best among the person who are in very well aware of the strategies in the war, who is none other than Mandodari's son, first Kumara. So, first son. Sahasa, Kumara here to be taken as the first son. Sahasa comes, and he has the ability to lift himself into the air. And he did not only do that, he pulled my feet also. Padayoscha grihitavan. He also held my feet also and started to lift me up from the floor. So that I see, when you lift something from the feet, you cannot do anything. So that's why even when they catch the snake, sometimes they catch from the tail. It comes from the tail, and then to push it away. So that fellow cannot come anywhere near because the tail is held. And that fellow cannot come and attack us. Sometimes they do the attack can be done by the wild animals. For example, crocodile they catch by the tail, because by the time it cannot turn and then attack you, from the tail they keep coming forward and attack you at the stomach. So when it comes to catching the feet and taking it away, you cannot do much. But at me, I know very well what he would do. Tam asinam shatagunam, tamasinam shatagunam, brahmayitva. Then uh, when I brought him down, by with my power, I brought him down, and taking the very same course what he did, took him by my feet, and 100 times I just rolled him around on the sky. Brahmayitva vyapeshayam, I just threw him away and destroyed him, crushed him. Peshanam means vyapeshayam. Vyapesham. Pishtam means to make a paste. Pishta means pasted. Pishta, to make a paste of him. So, tamakshamaagatam bhagnam
तमक्षमागतं भग्नं
nishamya sa dasananah
निशम्य स दशाननः
tadastendrajitam nama
ततश्चेन्द्रजितं नाम
द्वितीयं रावणसुतं
द्वितीयं रावणसुतं
यादिदेश ससंक्रुद्धः
व्याधिदेशस्तु संक्रुद्धः
बलिनं युद्धदुर्मदम्
बलिनं युद्धदुर्मदं
तच्चाप्यहं बलं सर्वम्
तच्चाप्यहं बलं सर्वं
तं च राक्षससंयुगम्
तं च राक्षसपुङ्गवं
राक्षससम्भुगवं
राक्षसपुङ्गवं
तक्षराक्षसपुङ्गवम्
तं च राक्षसपुङ्गवं
नष्टोजसं रणे कृत्वा
नष्टौजसं रणे कृत्वा
परं हर्षमुपागतः
परं हर्षमुपागतः
महतापि महाबाहुः
महतापि महाबाहुः
प्रत्ययेन महाबलः
प्रत्ययेन महाबलः
रहितो रावणेनैष
रहितो रावणेनैष
सह वीरैर्मदोद्गतैः
सह वीरैर्मदोद्धतैः
सोविषह्ययं हि माम्
सोविषह्यं हि माम्
सोविषह्यं हि मां बुद्ध्वा
सोविषह्यं हि मां बुद्ध्वा
स्वसैन्यं च अवमर्दितम्
स्वसैन्यं चावमर्दितं
ब्रह्मणोस्त्रेण स तु माम्
ब्रह्मणोऽस्त्रेण स तु मां
प्रबुद्ध्वा चातिवेगितः
प्रबुद्ध्वा चातिवेगिनः
रज्जुभिश्चाभिबध्नन्ति
रज्जुभिश्चापि बध्नन्ति
मां ततो मां तत्र राक्षसाः
ततो मां तत्र राक्षसाः
रावणस्य समीपं च
रावणस्य समीपं च
गृहीत्वा मामुपागमन्
गृहीत्वा मामुपागमन्
दृष्ट्वा सम्भाषितश्चाहम्
दृष्ट्वा सम्भाषितश्चाहम्
रावणेन दुरात्मना
रावणेन दुरात्मना
पृष्टश्च लङ्कागमनम्
पृष्टश्च लङ्कागमनम्
राक्षसानां च तं वधम्
राक्षसानां च तं वधम्.
So that Akshay Kumar tam bhagnam tam aksham agatam bhagnam. So having understood that Aksha is also destroyed, Nishamya Dashananaha Tataha cha Indrajitam Nama Dvitiyam Ravanasutam Vyadidesha. So then he sent his second son, who's known as Indrajit. And he has even conquered Indra. So he's much, much powerful and second to only Ravana. So this is the most important person in the Ravana's clan. Next to Ravana, he's the very, very important one. So Samkruttaha. So by having got so much of anger, Balinam Yuddha Dharmadam. It is so Dhurmadam. He's so proud and he's so valiant in the battlefield. Tacha api aham balam sarvam tam cha rakshasa sambhogam. And he being the most powerful among all of them in the battlefield, and aham balam sarvam ta rakshasa pangavam nashta ojasam, and I try to dissuade his spirit. Ojas, the spirit of fighting. Rane Kritva, in that very battlefield I did. Param Arsham Upagata. The great delight happened there. Mahatavi Mahabahu Pratyaye Namaha. Pratyaye Mahabalaha. So again, that with all efforts that he has put there, Mahabalaha Mahabahu Mahatapi. And Ravaninesha Prahitaha, being dispatched by Ravana, Saha Viraihi Madodgataihi, along with the other various valiant Madodgataihi. Ataihi means the two in that war meant for only killing. Sa avish. So Mam Saha Avishyaham Buddhva, me knowing me not easily conquerable. Vishahya Avishahyam. Avishahyam, unconquerable, having Buddhva, Swasainyam cha Abamarditam, and seeing that his own army is also being destroyed, there is no other scope for him to really fight with me. Finally, he took his Brahma Astra. Brahmanaha astrena tu mam prabadva ativegitaha. He cannot help but use his final weapon, and that is the Astra given to him by Brahma himself. And we have seen this earlier also, that Astra has the power to bind invisibly. It's not a physical thing. This Astram is like, I think the what do you call, present day war tactics, they should now discover this kind of weapons also. Very soon they will do. I read somewhere it's very, very dangerous to do this, but they ultimately will do this. In some of the futuristic movies, they show that. What happens is the electromagnetic waves that govern most of the atmospherical happenings are restrained and contracted. So electromagnetic waves which is expanding, and that is the movement of energy. This movement of energy is what makes everything grow, right? These electromagnetic waves are restricted and contracted, let us say. It is invisible. You can't see it, but you can't move. You're arrested. You're frozen. It can be done to a particular object or the whole place itself. Now, you see, Gautama Rishi, when he cursed Ahalya, what he did was frozen her. He just froze her to stone. She did not become stone. but she becomes stone-like, meaning all faculties arrested, and her entire existence is restricted to within that stone-like existence. Meaning, the electromagnetic waves that were there around her is being crushed to one point. It is not a visible thing. It is an invisible restriction. It's like somebody is bound by the rope, how one cannot move at all. See, even some of the diseases that the people have here, certain parts of the body become frozen. Then you cannot use that. This is a very dangerous kind of a disease that happens to people, and those kind of inner faculties are frozen, let us say. Either liver is frozen, or spleen is frozen, or lungs are frozen. No, what will you do then? Like if you might have heard lung freezing, right? Meaning restricts. Lung cannot expand at all any further. When you breathe in, lung expands, and then it contracts, and then again less expands and contracts. It's just frozen. What is heart attack? Frozen. Right? It no more can do the movement. Freeze. So if the whole body is frozen like that, death is certain. Brain may be functioning because it's not expanding and all of that. But for a long short time, then the whole area, entire area is frozen to that point. This is what is called the kind of astra that were used. The Brahmastra does that. Invisibly. One cannot move any further. The police officers use that. You remember that? They have that gun. They do. You just are. We cannot move further. You just stop. That's they use if the fellow is running and he has to be stopped. Then they use this gun to make sure that his movement is arrested. You cannot see any physical injury there, but he cannot move. Anyway, so this Brahmastra is that invisible bind. And the interesting thing is, as we have seen earlier, that when he is physically bind, if somebody binds him physically, he will become freed. Which these Rakshasas don't know. He knows, Indrajit knows that. But what to do? Out of ignorance, they started tying him down physically. When he started tying him down, you cannot, Hanumanji is not a person can be tied down with the ropes. So when they started tying down, he started to get released from Brahmastra. But then he felt that, anyway, I wanted to see Ravana, and this is a nice occasion, and he knows that Hanumanji knows that Ravana won't be very happy with me when he sees me. So, Brahmana astrena tu mam prabhadva cha adivegitaha rajjubhihischa api badnanti tato mam tatra rakshasaha Ravanasya samipam cha grihitva. Seeing, he is taking me to at the presence of Ravana, mam upagaman, and me coming there, drishtva, Ravanena duratmana, sambashitascha aham. I have been got into dialogue by Ravana. Passive sentence. And then what did he say? He asked this question, Lanka agamanam rakshasanam cha vadam tam prishtascha. He started to ask, who are you here? What is the purpose of you coming here and destroying my clan and the forest? What is the purpose there? Tatsarvam charane tatra
Tatsarvam charane tatra
Siddhartham upajalpitam
Sitartham upajalpitam
Tasyastu darshanakamshi
Tasyastu darshanakamshi
Praptastvad bhavanam vibho
Praptastadbhavanam vibho
Marutasyaurasa putraha.
मारुतस्यौरसः पुत्रः
पुत्रो वानरो हनुमानहम्
वानरो हनुमानहम्
रामदूतं च मां विद्धि
रामदूतं च मां विद्धि
सुग्रीवः सचिवं कपिम्
सुग्रीवस्तचिवं कपिम्
सोऽहं दौत्येन रामस्य
सोऽहं दौत्येन रामस्य
त्वत्सकाशम् इहागतः
त्वत्सकाशम् इहागतः
शृणु चापि समादेशम्
शृणु चापि समादेशम्
यदहं प्रब्रवीमि ते
यदहं प्रब्रवीमि ते
राक्षसेश हरीशस्त्वाम्
राक्षसेश हरीशत्वाम्
वाक्यमाह समाहितम्
वाक्यमाह समाहितम्
सुग्रीवश्च महाभागः
सुग्रीवश्च महाभागः
स त्वां कौशलमब्रवीत्
स त्वां कौशलमब्रवीत्
धर्मार्थकामसहितम्
धर्मार्थकामसहितम्
हितं पत्यम् उवाचः
इतं पथ्यमुवाचः
तत्र तत्सर्वं रणे सीतार्थम् उपजल्पितम्. I replied about my very purpose of coming. I did everything there. Rane tatra sarvam Siddhartham. For the sake of Sita only, nothing else. All this I have done. Pajalpitam. This is my reply. Tasyastu Sitayahastu Darshana Akankshi. Akanksha is a desire. The desire to see Sita. Praptaha Tadvanam Vibho. Tadbhavanam Vibho. I reached that Bhavanam, that very place where Sita was. That is where the reason why I came there. I am, who am I? Marudasya Urasaha. Urasaha. Marudasyorsaha. Marudasya Urasaha. Urasa Jayate Urasaha. So one who is born out of the loins of Maruti, Putraha, Vanaraha Hanumanaham. I am the one known as Manuman. And at the same time, Aham Ramadutam Mam Vitti. Understand me to be the messenger of Rama. Sugriva Sachivam Kapim. I am also the minister of Sugriva. Soham Dautyena, Ramasya Dautyena, as a Duta of Rama, Tvat Sakasham Iha Agataha. At your presence I have come. The messenger not only for Sita, the message is for you as well, Ravana. See, even though Rama had sent him as a messenger, Sugriva also sent him as a messenger. It's interesting, now only he reveals that. Sugriva also sent a word for you. Rama wanted Sita, but Sugriva wanted you. He is also sending a message to you. Shrunu cha api samavesham. Adesham. So Adesh Suno. Look at the Adesh, the message. Yadaham bravimite, that which I am going to reveal to you. Rakshasa Isha, oh, the king of Rakshasas. Harishaha, Harinam Ishaha, Sugrivaha. Tvam Vakyam Aha, Samahidam Vakyam Aha. A very, a cordial message he had sent to you. What is the cordial message that he has sent to you? Sugrivascha Mahabhagaha Satvam Kaushalam Abravit. First of all, he asked for your welfare. Kaushalam Abravit. Dharma Artha Kama Sahitam Hitam. Goodness along with Dharma, Artha and Kama, all that. And Patyam Uvachaha. And he had also that, whenever we are, asking the welfare, everything is fine at home, all well. physically you are healthy and all that. This is where it begins. He has sent a message asking about your welfare along with your dharma, artha, kama, purusharthas. But now, question is, where is the connection between Sugriva and Rama? Because Rama, obviously you know it. But what is the connection between Sugriva and Rama is what I have to establish now. Vasato rishyamukhe me
वसतो ऋष्यमूके मे
parvate vipuladrume
पर्वते विपुलद्रुमे
राघवो रणविक्रान्तः
राघवो रणविक्रान्तः
मित्रत्वं समुपागतः
मित्रत्वं समुपागतः
तेन मे कथितं राजन्
तेन मे कथितं राजन्
भार्या मे रक्षसा हृता
भार्या मे रक्षसा हृता
तत्र साहाह्यहेतोर्मे
तत्र साहाय्य हेतोर्मे
समयं कर्तुमर्हसि
समयं कर्तुमर्हसि
पालिना हृतराज्येन
वालिना हृतराज्येन
सुग्रीवेण सह प्रभुः
सुग्रीवेण सह प्रभुः
चक्रेऽग्निसाक्षिकं सख्यम्
चक्रेऽग्निसाक्षिकं सख्यम्
राघवः सह लक्ष्मणः
राघवः सह लक्ष्मणः
तेन वालिनमाहृत्य
तेन वालिनमाहत्य
शरेणैकेन संयुगे
शरेणैकेन संयुगे
वानराणां महाराजः
वानराणां महाराजः
कृतः संप्लवतां प्रभुः
कृतः सम्प्लवतां प्रभुः
तस्य साहाय्यमस्माभिः
तस्य साहाय्यमस्माभिः
कार्यं सर्वात्मना त्विह
कार्यं सर्वात्मना त्विह
तेन प्रस्तापितस्तुभ्यम्
तेन प्रस्तापितस्तुभ्यम्
समीपम् इह धर्मतः
समीपम् इह धर्मतः
क्षिप्रमाणीयतां सीताम्
क्षिप्रमाणीयतां सीता
दीयतां राघवस्य च
पीयतां राघवस्य च
यावन्न हरयो वीराः
यावन्न हरयो वीराः
विदमन्ति बलं तव
विधमन्ति बलं तव
वानराणां प्रभावोऽयम्
वानराणां प्रभावोऽयं
न केन विहितः पुरा
न केन विदितः पुरा
देवतानां सकाशं च
देवतानां सकाशं च
ये गच्छन्ति निमन्त्रिताः.
ये गच्छन्ति निमन्त्रिताः.
So it is very quickly he had narrated the relationship between Sugriva and Rama. So Vasadaha Rishyamukhe me, when I was living in Rishyamukha, Parvate, Vipuladrume, with a lot of trees around, Raghavaha Ranavikrantaha, Raghava, Rama, so one who is the best in the war, Mitratvam Samupagataha, for the sake of friendship, he came. So, tena me kaditam, by him I was told, Bharya me Rakshasa Hruda, my wife has been kidnapped by a Rakshasa. Tatra Sahaya Hetoho, for that purpose of rescuing her, a help. For that purpose of help, Samayam Kartum Arhasi, at the appropriate time, I need help, and that is why I have come here for friendship. So, at the same time, Valina Hriday Rajyena Sugrivena Saha Prabhu. So, at the same time, Valina Hriday Rajyena, the one who has lost his kingdom to Vali, Sugrivena Saha, along with Sugriva, Saha Prabhu, Chakre, he did what? Agni Sakshikam Sakyam. With the fire, keeping fire as the witness, Sakyam Chakruhu. Friendship has been built, friendship pact. Raghavaha sa Lakshmanaha, Raghava along with his brother Lakshmana. Tena Ramena Valinam ahatya. So, yeah, Valinam ahatya. Having killed Vali, but how? Sharena ekena samyuge, with one single shot. He was killed in that battle. Vanarana Maharajaha Krita Samplavatam Prabhu. And also Vanaranam Maharajaha, being the king of the Vanaras, Kritaha, what, whom, Samplavatam Prabhu, Sugriva, who is none other than the leader of the monkeys. Tasya sahayam asmabhi karyam. And Sugriva said that since Rama had done good to us, for him also we have to help. Sarvatmana tu iha karyam. All of us together we have to do this. Tena prastabitaha tubhyam samipam iha dharmataha. By him I have been sent appropriately to you to meet with you, and here therefore I have come here. Therefore, Kshipram aniyatam Sitam. Bring Sita and then diyatam Raghavasya. Give it to Raghava. So, this is what my request is. This is the message sent by Sugriva to you. So, you give it to us before the monkeys start destroying your country. It's like a very subtle note. Yeah, please give it, and before actually they start destroying. What? Yavan harayo viraha bidamanti balam tava. Yavat, so long as na vidamanti, they don't destroy your strength. Who? Harayaha viraha. Who does not know the greatness and power of these Vanaras? Vanaranam prabhavaha ayam na kena viditaha pura. Who does not know in the past the greatness of this power of the monkeys? Now, recently they have started making movies of the monkey kingdom, monkey, all that of. Suddenly they started realizing these monkeys are too strong. If they decide to come and attack human, finished. None of us can exist because their power is not only in physical power, physical strength, they can jump and move about, you cannot easily catch them. You're not there like human beings standing on the floor. They can run from tree to tree and move about. You just cannot capture them easily. And even devatas require their help when they are summoned. Devatanam sakasham chase gachanti. Whenever they are nimantritaha, ye, those who are invited, summoned, they will also go, and even to protect the heavens, they sometimes need the help of the monkeys. So those monkeys will come. Before that, you better give. You saw only one, me. There are better than me are standing, sitting there with Sugriva. So if they started to come, not one in thousands and millions, then your Lanka would be gone. So better do it quickly. This is the caution note. That's exactly what Hanumanji wanted to convey. Aganita
अगणित गुण
Gunagana
गण
Bhushana
भूषण
Rama.
राम आश्रित वत्सल जय जय राम अयोध्यवासी सीताराम आपद बांधव जय जय राम दशरथ नंदन श्री राम दशमुख मर्दन जय जय राम कौसल्या सुखवर्धन राम कामित फलदा जय जय राम पाप विमोचन श्री राम पट्टाभिराम जय जय राम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम जय रघुराम जय सिय राम वानर सेवित श्री राम वारिधि वंदन जय जय राम हनुमत पूजित सीताराम श्री राम जय जय राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम सियावर
सियावर
रामचंद्र
रामचंद्र
की
की
जय।
जय।
पवन
पवन
सुत
सुत
हनुमान की जय। उमापति
हनुमति
महादेव
महादेव
की
की
जय।
जय।
बोलो
बोलो
भाई
भाई
सब
सब
संतन
संतन
की
की
जय।
जय।
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज
महाराज
की
की
जय। हरि ओम।